action now. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And that one results in 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Again with Harris, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The Steelers at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Caught on a slant, and in for the Steelers' touchdown.
George Pickens,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
And now it's blocked. The Saints have got it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So as they take it over, we step aside.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first down carry, it's Kamara, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line?
He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Winston to Thomas there for the Saints first down.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Pickett.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this... to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 11 now.
Winston now. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's brought down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pickett now on 1st down.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They go play action. Winston. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard. A net negative there of 4 yards.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Now Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun, Winston.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry from 19 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, it must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Jameis now on 1st down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate,
except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Off the play fake, Winston.
Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
Here we go with Kamara, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side.
And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Thomas brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Jameis to throw it. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw is Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. Flushed out right.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Steelers 20. Will Lutz to kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point out by Boswell. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 78 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Winston now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Play action now, Winston.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll give to Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run? And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their 25-yard line.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Pickett to throw on first down.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 31 yards.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Winston. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. From just shy of midfield, Pickett.
He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pickett to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They run with Harris.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
It's complete to Watt. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
One last shot now for Winston.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.